There's the screen. Collison gets a wide open look. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Lamb slams it home.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Collison against Banks. A drive by Collison. Pass to Gibson. Gay with no one around. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Banks kicks to Wiggins, and that is good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's the pass to Cousins. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Banks against Collison. Inside, stolen by Stevenson. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Collison. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Here's Collison. 17 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
No good from Cousins.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this game.
Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. The Kings trail by 4. Here's Collison, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Stevenson with a clean look. They grab their own miss. Cousins and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. The Kings shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Good on both. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. It's Banks with the drive on the money from 12 feet away. Banks has got 7 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
There's the dish to Cousins. Baseline try. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Banks kicks to Harrell. He dishes it to Wiggins. Cannot hit, so the Kings will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have 1 or 2 breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I need you guys to be crashing the offensive glass. Big guys, use your size to box out and get inside position. Effort, fellas, effort!
Here's Collison. Screen by Cousins. Collison, the pass to Cousins. That is good. Cousins has got 7 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Stolen by Collison. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The shot's good from Banks.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Kings trail by 7. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Kevin, speaking to him about their game plan, he said it is all about taking care of the ball and not forcing anything. He said the one team that beats us more than any other is ourselves. If we get sloppy on offense, then it'll be a very tough game for us to win. It's something I stressed to them before the game. Let's see if they heard the message, guys.
Doris, thanks. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
And if that is the focus, then their ball movement is going to have to be sharp today.
It's very rare that you see a team shoot the ball well without moving it well. And that's the hidden message when the coach talks about their shooting.
Now here's Collison after Jeremy Lamb speaks. And good on the basket. Book it. Now here's Banks. 12 points for him. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Now here's Gay. Last game he had 10 points. Back to Collison. Shot clock at 5. Banks with the block.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
No good. The Kings trail by 7. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's McLeod, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
All right, Target Center.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. A wonderful string of games. 7th in rebounding. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Mitch McGary's checked in for Towns. Martin comes in for Wiggins, and Levine subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Now here is Martin. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Another miss by Minnesota. The Kings trail by 5. Pass to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. Sacramento gets it back. Good. He has 6.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
It's Banks with the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Fresh. He's already got 14 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Biombo is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Good.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
It's Banks with the drive, and he gets it to go. Banks has got 18 points in the game.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Pass to McLeod. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Banks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already. That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And Stevenson kicks to McCollum. That fall. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists tonight. Timberwolves leading by 4. And here is Banks, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. That will count. No good on the buzzer beater. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
All right, Target Center, coming out of the court now.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Harrell, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Martin comes in for Wiggins, and Banks is subbed in for Levine. On the court right now for the Kings, Rudy Gay is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Collison, then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's McLeod in at the 3 slot. McGarry with the steal. Rubio dishes to Banks. Pass to Harrell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. They set the screen. Tipped away. Stevenson with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. But they'll get another chance. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Timberwolves trail. Martin with it. Picked up by Collison. And it's Martin penetrating. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a good time here to go over our 2K leaderboard and see which point guards have had the hottest hand at the free throw line over the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Freak.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
Here's Rubio. Gay with the block.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
High post Cousins. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Great hustle.